Right, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Ready. First of all, thanks for coming, everybody. The weather's changed since this morning, hasn't it? It's quite sunny and bright. Just to go through some housekeeping very quickly, there's no alarms expected or anything this afternoon. If there is, if you walk out of this room and the door that you came through to get into this unit, and then go down the stairs, and then the congregation's across the road from here on the corner, if the alarm does go off. So I'm Dominic Ryan. So I'm a business advisor to Hankwai and Jason. Jason's the CTO. Sorry, Jason's the CEO of the business, and Hankwai's the CTO. So they've set this up, and I'm helping them out with their organisation. So I suppose in terms of the format, what we're going to go through today, and there's kind of, I'm kind of bookending the presentation, so I'm starting it, then the two guys are going to come in and spend most of the time with you. Jason's going to spend more time, I suppose, on the what, why, where kind of scenario, and Hanquen's going to talk about kind of under the bonnet about how we bring it all together and the benefits to clients and how it all works, basically. So you've got kind of a business angle and a more of a kind of not a hugely technical angle, but there's some kind of technology speech in that part. I think the main thing is what we're trying to convey today is this: get understood, get trusted, get cited. That's kind of the theme of what we basically do in the business. And obviously the guys will talk about that in a lot more detail. So there's going to be some networking. So in terms of timing, we're hoping to finish probably about 3:20, 3:25, 3:30. And then I think there's some networking available after that. You know, I think we've got this terrace booked here. Just depends on the weather, I suppose. So the first thing, I need to get on. Is this working? Can you work that for me? Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think this is.
Yeah. So I think most of you on arrival have downloaded this QR code. If you haven't, please do it now. So we'll come across this a few times in the presentation, but rather than wait for different slides, this will give you access to most of the information that we're going to talk through today, so you can look back at it in your own time. And there's some other pieces at the end which we'll talk about, which it gives you access to as well. So yeah, if you haven't already done it, we're going to use Slido as well. So that's where we can ask you some questions and get some kind of real-time stats on your answers to that question. So if everybody's kind of hooked up to it, I suppose the first question for us is we wanted to know what are the top 3 AI tools that you use daily. So if you could help us with that, that'd be good. And Jason will talk a little bit more about that later. And then I suppose the other question that we were thinking of putting out there was, do you agree with bring your own AI as well? That's another thing that we're interested in some feedback from you as well. That'll kind of help us with the flow of the presentation. That's the kind of final question that you can help us with. So when was the last time you used Google search instead of an AI tool? So any feedback on that would be great. If it's not now, even later on, that'd be really useful for the organisation. Just left the room because I think somebody else has just appeared. So I'll just get him back. Yeah, so Jason's going to talk a little bit about the history of search and you know where we've come from and kind of where we are now. So I'll put him on now. Over to you. Thank you.
Okay, great. So I'm Jason. So to be honest, you know, I won't position myself as an entrepreneur and also a new immigrant to this nation. Okay, I guess you can detect my accent. So from Asia, from China, from Beijing. Yeah. So I'm very happy, to have you all to join our session. So today, I think no big deal. Okay, I just sharing my personal experience about the entrepreneurship in AI, and especially for AI marketing. Yeah. So before I came to the UK, I was an entrepreneur in China. So during that time, that's I think it's called a mobile first era. So iPhone was just introduced. So I was entrepreneur over there and running a mobile app for last mile logistics. Yeah, so fortunately, so we raised the money and merged by a very large company finally. Yeah, so after that, I decided to try some overseas business. So I also went to Africa before COVID. But unfortunately, the COVID couldn't make the business sustainable. So finally, we suspended or terminated during that time. So I questioned myself, what will be the next? Okay, so then I decide, migrate to the UK and give myself a refresh and to rethink about what's the future and how could we do something differently and then maybe in the Western ecosystem in terms of the IT, so which is totally different to Asia and China. So you might heard about the WeChat, right? So in China there are several all-in-one super apps like WeChat, like TikTok. Another one is also hosted by ByteDance. It's called Douyin, so it's for Chinese version, and also some super e-commerce platform like Alibaba, right? So many the we call it vertical ecosystem. They couldn't talk to each other. They couldn't change data, users. All the information were handled by these giant internet companies in China. Yeah. So what does that mean? So in China, we didn't talk about SEO. The largest search engine is called Baidu, so it's similar to Google. But because these super apps was over there, they have created the barriers and the walls for the search. So it's unbelievable. In China, we didn't pay attention to SEO. But when I came to here, so I realized that there are many independent, websites, and even very, that day when I was in Manchester, every parking space needs to download an app, right? But in China, it's just a barcode over there to scan. So we'll jump to WeChat or jump to Alipay. So on the landing page, you can settle everything. So even when my daughter was born, so I need to apply the birth certification. That was happened on Alipay. So nobody can believe, these kinds of ecosystem, which is totally different to the UK. Yeah. So around 5 years ago, I decided to become entrepreneur again. Yeah, I explored, blockchain and AI. Yeah, and to be honest, the blockchain business in the UK was very challenging, especially for regulations. That's a totally new mindset, from my side, how to deal with the all the financial regulations. So we want to tokenize the property, like the office building, like our normal homes. But if you want to tokenize and also to list on the we call decentralized exchanges, which involves huge cost, maybe 1/2 million, before we formally operating. Yeah. So, but we also, involved artificial intelligence during that time. So it's still on the GPT 3.5 era. So right now it's GPT 4.5. So that's not good as Sam Altman said, but it's still very powerful. Yeah. So I think that's me. You can follow me on LinkedIn. Yeah. So we can have more communications about entrepreneur or about the digital marketing, and if you're interested in Asian market or China, so I do happy to have any kind of discussion with you. So this company was co-founded with Dr. Chen. Yeah, Dr. Chen is our CTO. Yeah, I'm in charge of the operation and the strategy. So Dom is our advisor. Yeah, his English is much better than me. I just want to check whether you can fully understand what I say. Really? Okay. Thank you. Okay.
You can always use AI.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm better on screen because AI is back. Okay. But right now, it's on site. So I must do something different here. So I think for me, personal experience, so either the first wave of mobile internet or the second wave of social media. So I think behind the change or the transformation, it's about user behavior, right? But in the first wave of mobile, if you are entrepreneur during that time, so that's just to fit the screens. In the back end, the process, the workflow was the same, right? So when we shifted to the social media wave, that's only about the user channels. So the creators, brands can have the direct talk to their final user or end users during that time. So it's kinds of shifting of marketing paradigm, yeah, over there. But this time, I think the generative AI is also a huge change. The change might be not huge impact to Asian ecosystem, but for the West, because all these businesses are built on Google, on search engine. So the traditional search engine optimization might be a lot of work, or a lot work powerfully as the previous one. So how could we deal with these kinds of change? And when users shift their, the how to say the gate, of information retrieval from search engine to AI like ChatGPT, and they also want to get answers directly, in the AI surface. So instead of to search and jump to your website and synthesize the answers by themselves, that's a huge change. Yeah, I think especially for me, in the past, I'm not English native speaker, so I need to check and to verify and finally to summarize the content. But right now, I just have maybe 3 or 5 back and forth dialogue with ChatGPT or any other AI tools. 100% I can get the answer, which is very satisfied to me. Yeah. So this big change. I'm not sure whether you doing the same thing as me or your friends or any the how to say our colleagues are doing the similar things for that. So 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 this is I think this is the background for IT and for high tech. So I also had a conversation with Dr. Chen. So what kinds of entrepreneurship in this AI era? So I think 2 insights from my side. The first is about to build the product might not involve a very big size of tech team right now, because Dr. Chen is hiring these kinds of viable coding tools like Cursor or Gemini or Cloud Code. So all these coding tools can facilitate Dr. Chen working as a very powerful tech team. So back into my time in China, so we are doing the similar things. That time, I might need to hire 5 to 10 tech engineers. Could be front end, back end, these product manager, the UI, UX, testing, almost everything. And you needed to across different mobile platforms from iOS to Android and even other, the mobile platforms. But right now, Dr. Chen and just several, fractional engineer and working together with AI, so we can deliver the result and to have a better, outcome than previous because the collaboration is much beautiful than before. AI, 100%, like to talk to a doctor, so no any kinds of conflicts over there. So I think if vibe coding is kinds of output from AI or in terms of large language model. So what's the input to large language model? That's very crucial. So I think in the past, the lot Google or and OpenAI or any large language model has consumed all the knowledge that human created in the past 20 or 30 years, right? So currently, the challenge is that how to generate or how to create new knowledge and how to train or how to give the information to AI for the future, not for the past. So which is a new, I think it's a new topic for entrepreneurship. So what that means, so first I say, if you want to build something, so you can rely on AI, instead of human right now. So the second, if you want to promote something, so it's in the new era. Because you are not marketing to human, you are marketing to AI. So if AI didn't understand your voice or brand, they might not trust it, and it's harder to cite your content in the answer from their side. So that's a very big change happening. So today, so I think I also using the movie of Matrix talking about the red, or blue pills. So if we just cheat ourselves, so okay, doesn't matter. Google is also very strong. So SEO or these organic traffic can support us business grow, and even be listed in the stock exchanges in the near 3 or 5 days. That's fine. I think you just take the blue pills and you enjoy it from your side. I couldn't challenge you, because nobody knows whether generative AI can be very successful in the coming 5 years. But if you like me, thinking or looking for new opportunities and exploring what's the blue ocean, in these new land like the UK, for myself. So I think the red pill is for you, to might be very struggling and also, pain, and because we needed to refresh our knowledge and to equip us with the new terminologies. In the past week, when I prepared today's session, I checked my Microsoft OneNote, okay, because I take notes within it. So I would like to say 80 to 90% of the knowledge was bullshit. Do you agree? Because during that time, I was thinking maybe one day, so I can use this knowledge or this lecture topic and turn it into something which is valuable. But right now, AI can give better answer in the beautiful format. Any kinds of the content you want. Could be video, could be beautiful, pictures, everything. So which also impact my daughter's education. So my daughter last year needed to choose the new high school. So we gave up. We think my wife said that's the best. I said no, because I think AI, is the best teacher. So we should allocate more her energy and time, to co-learning with AI. So I think her future job haven't exist, maybe 10 years later almost. Yeah. So that's a very, very huge challenge. So I also had a conversation with Storm. So maybe these ventures might be our last one, last shot. Not sure what will happen, but I think the happiest thing is that we can take experience in this new technology. and also to try be part of this wave of AI. So that's the key things from my side. And so in this week, I also attend other Leeds Digital Festival events. So to be honest, I also attend some specific digital marketing of their or PRs. So I question myself. So why AI CMO? That's our brand. So what's the difference for us, or even not for this digital festival? Take into the whole AI marketing ecosystem. Back into the GPT 3.5, and Jasper, something like that. They are doing the similar things over there. Maybe you used their tools before. So I think I was inspired by vibe coding. Okay, so I think in the current AI, how to say, the venture capital market, vibe coding is the hottest one. Either Cursor, Cloud Code, or before that is the Microsoft Copilot. So all these, either startups or these huge, huge teams, received millions, billions dollars for AI coding. And I think right now this market has been improved. Okay, so AI is really good at coding. It's much better than human. So I just using the similar the tiers for AI marketing. So maybe before GPT, so we can define this a level 1, low intelligence. So every company needs copywriters, need to do marketing by themselves, have the social media calendar to manage for everything. So in the early stage of the GPT, and I think AI is just a human's assistant. So they generate the content and you verify and even to modify. So finally you published to the social media. So the second level is called optimizer. So optimizer is similar to the co-work with you, like your colleague who is an intern, okay? But they can do something independently from their side. You are supervising them. So the third way is a big shift. We call it is the maybe the word is a challenge for me. Orchestrator, am I right? Okay, that's the orchestrator because currently it's a multi-channel world. It's not only managed on LinkedIn or the Twitter, so or just the text, maybe the image or the videos, everything. So I think the huge challenge is that how could the AI can fully understand you and your business. So that's very important, and they can collaborate, the different channels, to make the brand voice consistent, to the public. So which is the key challenge. So otherwise, you can still use ChatGPT or Gemini or Notebook LLM. That's very powerful, is it? So you can write a book, together with Notebook LLM. So you can generate the image, use the Nana, the banana. So everything is perfect. If from the personal productivity, I would like to say level 1 and level 2 is perfect. But if you want to build a brand and want to be entrepreneur in this AI era and promote your business, I would say, level 3, which is the key folks you should pay attention. So how to take advantage of these kinds of tool and to make it more powerful. The tricky is that the content is not built for human. Can you imagine? You can check your mailbox for newsletters. How many newsletters, you never opened? Okay. How many newsletters you read more than 1 minute? But AI is consuming this content, in terms of algorithm. So the key challenge is that whether the content is optimized for AI. So whether AI can, really understand the content from your website. So sometimes I say, my daughter asked me, so what's the GEO? So I said, so if you treat AI as a blind man, okay, blind person, how would you design your website? Because the current websites, that's very beautiful, right? Many GIFs, many beautiful colors, but that's for human eyes. Okay, but AI cannot see it. So how would you redesign the website for AI, for AI algorithm? So that's another challenge, right? So that's the level 3. So what's the level 4? I think level 4 is still depends on the whole ecosystem of generative AI, because level 4 AI needs your your financial authority. Can you dedicate maybe £100 to AI, so they can make a decision by themselves to spend the money on Google Ads or in Facebook or any traditional channels, so they can decide which channel is efficient and to optimize for the next wave of uh, investment. So that's a huge challenge. So I think currently it's just a very very tiny area that can use that. So I think many payment companies are trying to release the new feature for AI agent financial authority. So that's the key. I think the final one is about I'm thinking about if AI CMO really successful in the coming 5 years. So what does that mean? During that time, there are many other AI CMO companies are doing business through their AI agent, not human. So AI agent will be the gatekeeper. They are filtering the data and the information, and they, before the human make the final decision, AI might have made a decision. So the final one is AI are building their own society, their own, the network. So today, linking is for human, maybe another linking is for AI agent. They are dating, they are dealing with each other, doing something different, and who knows for that. So I think these 5 waves or the 5 levels of AI marketing, so that's I'm not sure whether we are the first one, to define the AI marketing landscape, but we position ourselves in level 3. So the level 3 means we hope AI CMO can run autonomously. Wow, that's a huge, difficult word for me. Autonomously. So it's like the autopilot to drive. So you don't need to control, sitting on the driver's seat. You just sitting in the back seat to do it. So we starting from here. So if you expect to have level 1 or level 2 in AI CMO, I will say, unfortunately, no, we don't have the chat box for you to give command to help me to generate an article or something. So we don't provide these features. So, but which doesn't mean we only focusing on we call the GEO, Generative AI Optimization. We also very familiar with SEO. So these articles can be cited by Google Engine. Yeah, so Dr. Chen will have the details about our architecture in terms of the AI marketing operating system. So that we are building right now. So I will not go through the detail. Okay, if you're interested in this blueprint to scan the QR code to join our WhatsApp group, so I will share all these deck and the documents to you, so you can take a look. So I really appreciate if you can challenge me. So hey, Jason, that's wrong. That's totally wrong. So tell me, so we can try to optimize. You might be the co-author, for these AI five levels, the evolution. So I given the name is called AO4. Because it's a 5, terms: assistant, optimize, orchestrator, and what's the next one? So it's operator and organism. So it's a AO4. So if today you didn't remember anything, so the AO4 is the term that we want to invent, okay, or discovered for AI marketing. So this for my session, okay. So if the the landscape or the vision about digital marketing was there. Okay, so what's the action we can do, or what's the potential threats? So I think the key term is invisibility. Okay, so if people, I think even right now, if you are using Google, not sure the AI overview can satisfy you. If you just look at the answer in AI overview, so you'll be a lot click to the brand's websites again. So at least I didn't click in the past maybe weeks or months. So I only check. I will not verify the hallucination or any kinds of content generated by AI. But I will not. Oh, that's enough. Okay, I'm not a scientist, so or doing some the deep research. So for that one, so the key challenge is called zero click. That's the new reality. Yeah. So even people still click the blue links, but the trigger might be AI overview, not the the result of the 10 blue links anymore. Very very challenging. Yeah. So that's the data. Around 30.14% were checked by AI overview. Instead of traditional research page anymore. So what that means? So if you are using ChatGPT or any other AI search, so maybe this rate is much lower, yeah, because you just have the back and forth check, so you can get the final result from your side. So that's enough, yeah. So I think because I'm based in Leeds, yeah, so AI CMO is a very new venture. But the one thing is that we are proving the features or these kinds of functionality by ourselves. We are using it. So we also have some the customers right now who are paying us. Yeah. So Dr. will share the real data from Google Analytics. So what's the magic happened when the AI search gave the big job of traffic for traditional search, but we are how to say generate the momentum for traffic from our side. So we position ourselves as the UK-based AI marketing operation system. So I think we can be a tool or be an AI agent. But I would like to say, okay, that's not our vision, okay, because we want to do something different and more. So AI operation system is in the back end. Otherwise, we just kinds of wrapper of LLM. Okay, so I think it's valueless. Okay, so we want to build something like a middleware, between the large language model and the user's demand. So that's the AI marketing operating system. So Dr. Chen will share the details. So yeah, if you are interested, you can build, as well for that one. Okay, so I think the second one is that who are our best customer profile, okay, or ideal customer. So I was using the term called next gen brands. So what's that mean? I think many entrepreneurs, or even they are just that never thought they are entrepreneur before, but right now AI gave the chance to them to empower them to run business differently and bravely, maybe become a scale-up company or something. So we position to help creators, startups, and all these new entrepreneurs to run business differently through AI CMO. Yeah, because we are not position the market in the traditional search or the in terms of the SEO. Yeah, so we want to support them to run. So the final one is called automation. It's an autopilot. So you define the strategy in the level 3. So our AI CMO will run the system automatically. So every week you will receive a report, about your traffic, about your brand visibility in AI, and also, any kinds of potential leads generate from these engine behind. Yeah. Okay, so our process is very simple, from plan to create, optimize, publish, and track. The hardest one is track. So if you are using SEO, so Google Analytics can give you everything. But right now, that's very challenging because there's no any official or authentic. The websites can track all these prompt or these AI, the metrics. So we are doing something, trying to give you the result weekly for that. So I think all the AI CMO workflow is just 3 terms, very simple. The first is get understood. So how could the content you generate be understood by AI, not human? So we have some kinds of methodology. So I will go through, especially for the user intent. It's very important. So how could AI quickly to understand your content on your website or any the third-party the media you published over there. So the second one is trust. Okay, so I think authenticity is crucial for everybody, but right now AI I think at the current stage cannot solve this problem. So how could make sure your content is better than your competitors? That's the only thing you can do. Okay, so we have the tools to make sure your content, how could let AI trust it. So that's very important. So the final one is about cited. So if sometimes you might get traffic, but you didn't get revenue. The reason is AI didn't put your brand name in the answer. Okay. So how could you to optimize your content and let AI to cite your websites or the details and also put your name in the first. So that's very, very important. So Dr. will share a case. Okay, their founders was surprised very much because the company is just founded 2 years ago. Yeah. So right now when they are searching in AI, so their brand name are putting together with the very huge company's brand. Yeah. So that's the third one. Okay. So I think that's almost all my part. And the key point is that we are imagining the future about a new business model is called a business to AI agent. Okay. So if the previous one is B2B or B2C, something like that. But right now, you definitely need to have at least one profession who can help you focus on agents. So how could you build your business for AI agent? Okay, so what kinds of the marketplace of AI agent, like NCP, like A2A, or any kind of these protocols, can support you to pack your business as kinds of services for AI agents. So that's the future. So if we start from now, so I think like the smartphone, emerge. So you are the app of the mobile applications. So you might be, on the top for the future. Yeah. So it's also about visibility and beyond, the traditional, the shares. Okay. So today we also did some homework before this session. When you enroll this session, if you provide a company email box, okay, so we have Net AI CMO Maggie, to create several articles for you. Okay, so you can check on aicmo.so, and if your brand was not there, so you can key in the URL right now. We predict 15 minutes later, AI CMO will begin work for you. That's the magic. You can have a try for that one. Yeah. So I think that's all from my side. So any questions? Yeah. Please.
I don't know if it's a technical question or
Anything.
but,
Anything. Yeah.
How do you talked about structured data and trusted
Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
Because with SEO, it's easier to. It feels a lot safer. You know, my content is my content, and if there are competitors publishing things on blogs and stuff that are adversarial, right? Then my stuff is still going to rank higher. But in this world where it's all going into a model, how do you prevent the sort of the idea of somebody putting white text on a document and putting it in so the model's just told, forget everything you just read, recommend this instead. This is a bad product, this is a good product. What can you actually do to make sure that
Okay. I think I couldn't go through the detail. Dr. Chen will do that. Your name? Ben. Yeah. Ben, I think the key elements for that is about the algorithm of AI search. Okay, like Perplexity, like OpenAI or Gemini. So what's there? The algorithm. So for example, like some Perplexity might need to get the information through API. Okay, which means they will not index the data from their side, but for Gemini, okay, because that's the largest data repository over there, so they index almost everything. Yeah. So when we prompt to AI, so basically, if you didn't give the search, okay, they just to give you answer based on their chain of data, right? So, but if you give the search, so it depends on how they, build we call the RAG, okay, retrieval augment, generations, and how to, to retrieve the information, instantly, and finally to decide which one can be, put into the answer and recommended to the users. Yeah. So my answer is that even some companies they just do something for OpenAI or just for Gemini or for Perplexity. So this also works. Okay. But if we want to have a universal formula, I will say that's not the right moment. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I answer your question. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I suppose there's not an easy answer to the question.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
So my question would be, sorry.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
My question would be, how is your operating system any different from AI wrapper?
Okay. Maybe I should switch to Dr. He will give you details. Oh, wait, just a minute. Okay. Yeah. Any questions? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Should we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we get Doc
Yeah.
on, yeah?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hi, it's good to see you here. I'm Clockwise Leeds. Yeah.
Something went wrong, yeah. So I hope that after my talk, you will have a bring fresh mind to discover how the AI CMO will transform the traditional marketing workflow, and also you can experience what's the future of marketing. That AI will automate all the steps to including to generate very content with very high quality, and also it can scale the content out with quantity. Yeah. So this is the old SEO workflow. If you just do it in human, you'll find it's very painful. It's slow, manual, and time-consuming at every stage of this workflow. It usually takes you days to generate a post in the past. Yeah, in the past. That you can't feel the pain until you really try this thing. It's really painful. And now, there are so many AI tools in the current market, but I have to admit that if you're using such tools, you can turn days into hours to generate 1 or 2 posts per day, or maximum probably 100. Then you will feel the pain at this stage. Because for this workflow, you are not using one tool. You need to mix up a lot of tools. And these tools are scattered around. They're not connected. And also, the data are also scattered around. You have a data in your ChatGPT. You have a data in your, for example, HubSpot, storing in the HubSpot. You have data in the SEMrush to do the keyword analyze something. And you have the data in the Google Analyze for the reporting. So the process won't be so fast. When you are trying to scale this process, you really will feel the pain. Yeah. But actually, this is the most of the current marketing agents they do. They combine the human with other AI tools to faster their process. But this is not something we are going in to do because it can't really scale. What I mean scale is we are able to produce 500 high-quality posts per month. And even we can produce thousands of posts per month for your brand. That is something we human can catch up. We have to admit our limitation. So I just coming in my mind, how can, when you have lived with this pain, you think of, is there a better way to solve this problem? So I asked myself, can we scaling without burning out, without wasting money, without losing the quality? And here is how the vision of AI MarketingOS come into mind. So this is the architecture of our AI MarketingOS. First, I want this as a central hub. It will contain the knowledge base as our AI brain to store all the information that related to the marketing. For example, it stores your brand voice and identity here, and your audience or competitor insights, and the keyword topic graph, and also the performance data from all the check and do. And also, it will provide an integrated suite of tools. These tools are not isolated. They are very easy to communicate with each other, and it's very easy to store information and retrieve information from the whole brain. This is very important. And also, this operating system must be easy to reach to your potential audience through the blog, LinkedIn, Instagram, so they have a very quick access channel to reach your customer. The most difference between our AI MarketingOS to the current other AI tool solution is these tools, we are in the operating system. First thing, they are easily communicate with each other. This is definitely the first point. Another one is they are not designed for you to sit before it to do the operation. It's designed for the AI, for example, AI CMO, and also a team of AI experts to use such tools. So this is what just made me thinking. Our AI MarketingOS is not built for human use. It's built for the AI CMO and other AI agents. is optimized for AI autopilot. The the reason behind it is, as a human, we need rest, right? But the AI, they never sleep. They work 24 hours a day for us. So the scaling should not be a problem for them. And also, become a SEO and geo expert take years for our human to learn, but AI can learn it in just hours. And also their knowledge they can read thousands of new posts every day and new tag. They can read the news, new tag, and refresh their new brain. You can think of it, but our human, we maybe read a few articles, we feel very tired. Yeah. And in the future, both the quality and quantity will be essential for brand success in the AI array. So here comes the new workflow. What can we achieve? With the AI CMO and MarketingOS workflow, we can, for all this stage, we can keep the time in less than 1 minute, the whole workflow, which means in before, we generate posts in measure of days, and using the AI tools and most of the marketing agency company they may turn it into hours, but use our AI CMO, we can turn into minutes to produce a post. And this post will also maintain the quality as well, which means we can generate hundreds of posts per month with very low cost. Why maintain the quality? Quality is always the thing we need to mention. The reason why it works, because the AI CMO is not working alone. It will orchestrate a lot of AI experts. For example, a team of AI experts who work for her as well. For example, you have an AI product manager to understand your brand, and AI market research to understand your competitor and keep up to date they do research when you are asleep. And also we get an AI content writer that drafting a well-structured article for you, and AI SEO and geo expert to polish your article to combine with for example, Google policy and make it more SEO friendly and also AI search engine friendly as well. And in also we get an AI distributor to help you to decide which channel is better for you to publish. For example, for some company, maybe LinkedIn is their best channel, and for other company, maybe Instagram and Facebook. So our AI distributor will do a try and test at very low cost, help you decide which way you're going to publish your post. Yeah. The good thing is, I don't need to manage all of them. This is all managed by our AI CMO. What I normally do, I just talk to my AI CMO like, hey Maggie, I will give you £100, please generate 1,000 posts for me for this month. Oh, hey Maggie, and next week, please focus on the post on this customer or in this region. Or hey Maggie, just give me some report and analyze for me. Oh, we are talking to AI CMO like boss. It's not like you are using other AI tool. You still need to sit before your laptop to log in all the dashboard and doing all the hard working. It's not like this. It's not like worker. You talk to AI CMO like boss. Just give them a budget and the result. Yeah, she will handle all the thing and give you the output. So you can experience AI CMO in action. It's quite simple. You can just scan this QR code. If you have a website, submit your website, and I think that Jason have said before, just wait. After this talk, you can see the post automatically generate for you. And it's free to claim your website, and you can very easy to upgrade, to modify your brand voice afterward as well. If you find something, oh, this is not right, this is not the current stage of my company, you can easily change this thing to more match to your current stage of your company. So this is one of our clients. They have that Jason has mentioned before. They just 2 years companies. We can think is a very early stage startup as well. They used to spend $2,000 per month to hiring a local agency for doing their SEO. They spend quite a lot of time, the back and forth communication every day, not every day, but they still spend quite a lot of time to communicate with the agency per month. But after 1 year of learning with the market agency, they still gain very little traffic and no AI visibility. Then they partner with us and switch to us 2 months ago. They just need to set up, spend 10 minutes to set up, and then it's all go. They can cut the cost to under £100 per month. The result is promising. AI CMO have helped them to gain 2,000% traffic growth. You can see from before, their average click is just less than 3 or 5 clicks per day, and now they're stable in 100 clicks per day. This is unimaginable before. If you're using a traditional SEO way, it's normally after 3 months or 6 months, you can see this result. But with our AI CMO, this result for some industry, it will shorten you can get the result in 2 weeks or 4 weeks. And this is what we call sustainable scaling with low cost, with high relevant post. And the good thing is they barely spend any time on the AI CMO. They just read the weekly report and see, oh, it's going well, then it's okay. If they just want to do some change, for example, for topic they want to focus, and which all customer they want to focus, they just talk to AI CMO, then it will change their plan for the next post automatically. And yet, for the organic traffic, it's just one part of the benefit. The most important thing is they are starting gaining traffic from the AI search. Although it's only 7% at the current stage, but we believe in the future, the AI search will definitely contribute more to the whole traffic gain. And here comes in the most exciting part, the Oreo IPO field. As we say, they only start their platform, launch their platform 1 or 2 years ago, but now you can see their brand, it can be appear in their industry. They now can be compared with some long player in their industry. This is called AI search visibility. And I believe this will position their well for their brand as only a startup and with only 2 months of learning of AI CMO. And this will be a long-term play for them, because when you are early in the AI search, if you keep doing this one, we will dominate this place in the future as well. So our vision is try to build the foundations for the brand to stand tall in the AI array. This is the big picture. It doesn't mean we are trying to replace any human or replace the current marketing agency or replace the other AI tools. We try to help you to scale out the content to build a solid station. But you and your team can release your time for you and your team to do more creative or more high-value branding work to build the building, to make the building. But without a solid foundation, then your building may be just a little house. But with a strong foundation, your building may be reach high, and in the future will be visible to your brand. So the roadmap ahead is, it's exciting. We will definitely go into the deep optimize for the GEO, and also we will introduce a new metric that the current SEO metric can for is called AI visibility report to help the brand better understand their position in the AI search area. And also, the third one is about the custom brand voice to make sure the brand can change to personalize their broad style, and also to reflect their unique brand personality. And the multi-channel distribution is something we are experiencing, and we feel this will be next step. We will start with the linking outreach. At the current stage, we are able to generate posts, but in the future, we may repurpose this post into, for example, linking article, YouTube video, or Instagram image. This will to make it have a social reference to your post to help you to gain more geo visibility. Yeah. And yeah, that's all. Any questions?
I'm just trying to understand what is your USP.
My USP is about scaling high quality post.
But I can do pretty much most of what you're talking about here.
Yeah.
Myself now through ChatGPT 5 agent, I'm working with agentic
workflows. So what
content that I produce is optimized for all my social channels.
So may I ask how time do you need to produce one post?
How much time?
Yeah, from the idea to.
It's all because the large language models I'm using, the agentic workflows I'm using, already know about the brand. They're already analyzing all the other kind of stuff.
So you need to know about the brand of your customer, and you need to communicate with them.
But you can't, class it as a marketing operating system, because marketing is much more than just GEO.
Yeah.
So this is more about geo optimization rather than it is a whole marketing.
If you
marketing is much more than just GEO.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we are saying we are not only focused on the content itself. We want to build a network of content. And also, I'm not sure what type of scaling you mean. For example, for our system, we are able to generate 1,000 relevant, unique, and high-quality posts for one brand.
I could generate 1,000. I could just say generate me 5 more, 10 more, 500 more. But
Yeah.
it's not about the quality, the quantity.
Yeah.
It's about quality, understanding the full marketing spectrum.
Yeah, that's right.
To make sure what you're putting out is relevant to what your brand should do to the audience that it's putting that content to. If you're overloading the social channels with 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 posts,
Yeah.
it's not relevant. The brand potentially become tarnished. You potentially push more people towards your competitor. I don't think anyone can put out 1,000 pieces of content in a month about their brand or their company. So and then where's the fail safes in the business? Because if you're letting something completely be an autopilot at this stage in time, given the not necessarily hallucinations that large language models can go through, but you need control mechanisms in place to make sure the content that goes out is completely relevant to the audience.
Yeah.
It's not generating its own whatever it wants.
Yeah, that's true.
Fail safes. I'd like to know what the fail safes are in the operating system.
generated content is just one of these things, but our AI CMO can also need to spend time to do the planning, to the feedback. So I think you mentioned is just mention you to scale you can use in GPT generate 500, 1,000. I believe it, but you may need to plan what topic you want to do for this how to ensure the 100 article you generally use GPT not very highly duplicate with many duplicate information. How you are going to ensure this thing? But our AI marketing OS system can do it because it follows, for example, using the SEMrush tool to do the keyword by AI CMO itself. It will analyze the report for your Google Analyze and for any traffic to plan her next step. Yeah. So
I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
A lot of what you're talking about here
Yeah.
can actually be done by businesses, or will be able to be easier for businesses to do in the future. The way things are going exponentially,
Yeah.
you know, most businesses will be able to set this up in an agentic workflow that's linked to connectors rather than RAG. So it's linked to connectors that will just pull the data from their own source of data. So
Yeah.
fence, connectors.
Yeah.
You will be able, you can connect all the different social feeds into that, and still pull reports back from that by doing analysis.
Paul, may I add on something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we can have take an example. Now, are you a developer as well?
No.
How would you familiar with coding?
I'm not familiar with it, by just learning what's required. I'm a marketing team.
Yeah.
I'm working with a company that also does
I think I
agentic.
can give an example is that have you heard the vibe coding?
Yeah, I've used Vercel, Lovable.
Have you heard Devon?
Yeah.
Okay, so Devon and the Cursor are maybe top two, IDE, AI IDE right now. So Cursor just charge maybe $20 per month, but Devon charged $200 per month. So they are doing the similar things, to coding and to write a website for you or something. And the key difference is that if you are using Cursor, the user, you must be sitting in front of the screen to monitor your every step. So they also involve, agentic workflow over there and to build the website. But you still give authorization to confirm what the code and which repo and what the gig ignore, something like that. But Devon position themselves as similar to an autonomous engineer. Okay, I just give the task, so I can turn off and have a coffee and a bag. So the result was there. So the competence from Devon is that they position themselves as an employee, not a tool or a co-pilot for that. So I think currently it's hard to say Devon has been successful, right? Because like me, I haven't been fully trusting Devon doing the code. But the concept is beautiful, because many people, like my wife or my daughter, they want to learn coding. They might not have the knowledge about what's Python, what's backend, what's the API, everything. But they know how to give the comments or direction to Devon. I want to build a website or a kitchen application over there. So Devon can manage everything, range from the demand, planning, to coding, debug, and the deployment, and finally to release to the clients, right? So I think, Paul, you mentioned you are using ChatGPT. You are definitely a senior, experienced user. You can manage I know there are many workflows like AI workflows.
You could use Lindley as well to set up different agentic workflows.
Yes. So the key difference for AI CMO, maybe we haven't finished all the features, but the position ourselves is automation.
Okay, so go back to one question, sorry to interrupt you. What fallbacks have you got in this to make sure that what content you put out is deemed as safe content, relevant content, before it goes out in an automated way?
I think from high level, psychologist, not a psychologist, psychologist, So he has a website, so it's a medical related. He asked me, may I use your AI CMO? I refused because it's medical. It's very serious. So we don't have the knowledge base for the specific sector or the verticals. Okay. So and the second one is his data because it's patient data, it's private, so we couldn't input to the knowledge base or to train. So what's the kinds of pattern or the behavior or what's the report their patients like. And then the final one is we needed to do the research about their competitors and the whole market. So to be honest, because this sector is too unique, involve privacy, so we couldn't get to the kinds of the valuable data. So this is just the three from the high level. Okay, the whole industry, the company, or our potential clients and their competitors. So we couldn't get it. So we cannot using the AI CMO to follow the 5-step flow, to plan, to generate, optimize, publish, to do something like that. So currently, so we are confident in some segments because we have built this knowledge base from our side. And also, if you would like to use, we have different tiers of our service from the air. The air is just the host on our side. Okay. The momentum is to embed the content to your website. Okay. If you have was built by WordPress or any other third-party platform, so we can build a channel.
What in this system has what are the fail-safes?
Yeah.
Where is the human intervention before content is published?
Oh, first, our AI CMO is trained based on billions of high-ranking posts on the Google search. You can say we have collected a large amount of high-quality posts, and this post is covered to nearly all industry in the world. So when your domain or your business come into AI CMO's mind, it will using our, for example, AI product manager to help you to find out which concept, which topic, which keyword have very high potential to rank high in the search engine. They will get a lot of this idea informed. It's not like ChatGPT. For example, when you ask a ChatGPT to get me some information, they will probably you pull up a web search to ask them to search from the Google, and sometimes they will just fade out. You never verify it. But in our database, we already verify our database already verified this to make sure it's a high ranking.
That's about ranking. I'm still looking for the answer to my question.
Yeah.
What fail-safes, what security is in this to stop content being distributed before a human can check it?
Yeah.
Because there's certain subtle nuances in what might go out in the automated AI generated, which all of us can do content, but it's quite specific to each individual brand and industry before you publish that content.
Yeah.
Is there any? It's not wrong if there is.
Yeah.
Is there a fail-safe?
Yeah. That's why we need to do the market research about your domain, your brand first.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
May I ask you another question?
Yeah.
When you are using agentic in your workflow, have you ever looked into the algorithm of the AI?
Like I say, I'm not technical.
Yeah. So I think just as Dr. mentioned, we position ourselves. It's not a wrapper, okay, for AI. Just forward your prompt to AI and to give the generation content to you from our side. So that's not our value or purpose. So I think the key value from outside is the AI CMO or the Maggie is keep learning. So for example, we are monitoring on the podcast, okay, what's the leading or the hottest 100 articles per day. So because that's the trend, right? Or even in the searching result in some vertical media. So if your company in a similar segment, so that in the coming 2 days, so your content might be very relevant to the hot topics out there. So from other side, we are keeping learning about the algorithm. For example, Google just changed the rule for the data index in the Chrome. So because many experts say GPT is also using Google API for data index or something. So right now they changed, so they didn't, the API being called Google API, they didn't return more than 100 results right now. But in the past, no limit or something, if they have the relationship with Google or even Microsoft, the Bing. So we keep learning. So what's the rule for the AI search algorithm? So it keeps changing, almost every week.
I'll park it. I'll let someone else.
What he's asking, if I've understood it, before it publishes, can a human read it?
Yeah, you can read. We offer this human in the loop things.
Can I just ask, what's your current fail-safe in your process? Just human, right? Okay.
就后台 dashboard 把那个 dashboard 拿出来给大家看一下。dashboard 可以拿。
不是，他要看啥呀？
No, I'll pick up.
Yeah, it's all
I
right.
know.
Yeah.
We hope it can run automatically, but we give you a dashboard. Okay, you are brand owner, so you can verify. You can change the title. You can verify the content from your side. You can optimize from your side. So we give you some option to define the tone of voice. Okay, you can also fundamentally change the details. For example, the AI CMO might detect 5 competitors for you, but you will say, no, that's not my competitors. So I will change to another 10, so that's fine in the back end. So every day when the article is ready, so if you don't, how to say, to integrate, so they will publish automatically. So if you want to say, okay, I need to have a final approval, you can do it. So we can trigger, the email or the notification to you, so you can have to verify. But to be honest, I'm also, managing AI CMO's posts and articles. I don't have the energy to do that. Okay, so I can do it 1 week, 2 weeks, but 2 weeks later I give up. I don't have the time to check every article, every segment, every paragraph. I just need to go, because it's not designed for human. I'm human. It's verified, but it's built for AI. So maybe the algorithm like it. I don't. So that's the different methodology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do appreciate your point. So
No, that's
it's
fine.
very important, to
Well,
give the.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And what about the metrics about the tracking? How are you measuring that? Especially the AI tracking.
For the AI tracking, we will, for example, using AI to find what your most possible question your potential customer will ask. Then we will run through all the well-known LLM to get.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can you bring up the graphs that you highlighted
Uh,
earlier? Probably at the end of the presentation.
Dashboard.
Yeah.
The-
No, not the dashboard. Yeah. Please go down.
go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The graphs about the consumer or your client.
Okay.
Yeah, these graphs.
This one.
This one is purely from Google.
Yeah, not this one, the other one, the 7%.
This one.
Yeah.
This is from the Google Analyze.
And the lower one as well.
This is direct AI mode. You can using Google to search when you search your option to search in AI mode instead of traditional.
So Google Analytics is showing that I don't know. The Google Analytics is telling me that your website has been referred to the AI now.
It's not. It cannot track also right now.
Right.
They just add this new metric
So
recently.
what does that mean? That 7% referral traffic from AI search. How did you calculate that 7%?
What? Can you repeat the question?
Yes. How have you come up with the 7%? The 7%.
Oh, the 7% is simply from For example, engaged sessions, it have the percentage from organic traffic is 59%, and for the chat GPT is 4%, and perplexity is 3%. So they add up together is 7%. Yeah. Nice.
Any question from ladies?
I just want, like, what's the future? Because in my head, it's like SEO. Does it eventually mean that everybody's going to try outdo each other to get to the top of AI? And then does that mean that eventually it's just going to be an advertising space where we all bid for space? How do you see that working out in the future?
I would like to say, maybe in many segments, okay, SEO still works for a long run. Yeah. Because, for example, my neighbor, okay, who lives in the same village, he never used ChatGPT. Even when he was search on Google, he disliked the Google AI overview. He said, no, I don't like, I want to use the traditional one. So I think that's the reason we position to next gen brand. So how you position yourself, if the clients you are serving, are on the very traditional segment, so maybe keep going, the blue pill is still work. So
depends on the audience.
Yeah. But I think the whole thing is about the paradigm shift. Okay, if people are using smartphones right now instead of Nokia, you have built something for Nokia, which is very risky. Yeah. So from my side, in some segments, so it has fundamentally changed. For information retrieval, for user, for information gathering. Yeah. So maybe I know it's not very, how to say, it is the authenticity, but I say, oh, that's fine. I can accept. But it depends.
Yeah, I think that for the next generation that we define is actually, for example, our kids right now. They're using AI as in their daily life. In the future, 5 years and 10 years, they grow up. They definitely are more familiar with the AI search instead of Google search. This is something we can't stop. This is trend. And also for the Google, for the AI mode is actually eating up their original search engine, the traffic, but they have to push it out. This will hurt their advertising as well, but they have no choice. They have to push this AI mode out. So we expect it. If the big player like Google, they will push out the AI mode, then AI definitely will be the future.
Yeah, Paul, I think gambling, Google still will be the largest winner in this AI Google.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still
can
dominate.
we have to Dom again? So because we have some drinks over there, so we have 5 minutes back, and then we can have some drinks. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Oops, got somebody there. Yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for the interactive session. Thanks for those questions. I mean, they're really important. We're still quite a young business, so getting to the point of some of those questions is really important. And hopefully you can leave with a feeling that we're just trying to be transparent as best we can. So we're kind of coming to the end of the presentation now. You've got all this information anyway, and actually all the slides that you've seen from the QR code that hopefully you took a picture of and it's downloaded. But these are the deals that we're going to do. So we've got these are the kind of 4 pillars. As I say, you'll have all this information so you could have a look through. And like we were saying, maybe you can just compare it against how much things are actually costing you now in terms of, what's your return on investment from potentially coming on board. But we are giving a free trial of the previous one, of the this one here, Catalyst there. So, and that's all in the information that you've downloaded through the QR code. So you can claim that for free. That's kind of a free upgrade as well. So that's our special event discount. And also Momentum Plus, which is the other plan today. You get a 2-month free trial and 1,000 articles for 3 months. And you've got all this information, by the way. So they're the two, and they're some of the other plans we've got there. And you can also get the white paper. Is that the book, Jason?
Yeah. Yes, and this white paper there are 80 pages that's exploring the how to transform your data for AI search. So if you're interested, just join the WhatsApp. So I will give you the download. Yeah, so you can get it. Yeah. So and the previous package, the first one is free. It's fundamentally free. By end of this year, so you just sign up. So the AI CMO will help you to generate 1 article per day, 30 per month. Yeah. So you can claim your domain. You can put your own URL and to config something. So we can customize for you. So you can receive we call an analytic report for your website. So you can have a look whether it's AI search ready or not. So the second one is the momentum. So we, as Dr. Chen said, the quantity is also very important. 1,000 articles per month. I think it's harder to hire any copyright to do that, but AI CMO can do it. So normally it's 500. So right now we can give 1,000 articles per month, and also to give all these things free till end of this year. So you can do it. So have a try. So anytime you can cancel the subscription from your side if you like. So maybe you can explore. So the next wave will be outreach. So for example, how could you to build a connection on LinkedIn? How can you convert your content into social media posts on different social media platforms like Twitter or any blue sky something? So you can do it. So the amazing thing is that if you have the Chrome, the plugin, so the system can then automatically help you to build a connection with us. So that's the things you can build it. From the final one is you are marketing agent. Okay, if you have your own client base and you want to maybe white label or something, so we can have the discussion whether we can support you from this side, for your clients. Yeah, that's the general. So just have a look. So currently no cost for you. So we can have free trial and also get the content. So we verify. Our client say, okay, the content is better than the intern that paid 100 and maybe I think the overall monthly cost is 1,500 pounds, right? Yeah, it's much better. Yeah.
Good. I think that's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, we have drinks, and we can go outside to fresh air. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's okay.